Hey, what's up, you guys? This is Sheila Beal, and I'm coming to you with another review of Love and Marriage DC, Season 2, Episode 3. This episode is called Parents Just Don't Understand. All right, the episode picks up where it left off, where Arena and Winter, they're having the conversation. I think it was on a to-be continue from last Saturday, and now they're picking it up where it left off. Irena is upset. She was saying, okay, what about the receipts? Winter starts to read the receipts on her phone. She was saying that Jason went to a school until he aged out. And once he aged out, he came home and the mother moved into it moved into the house to take care of Jason so that her, Irena, and Big Jamie, they can go out and kick it. And Arena's just like, them receipts are dumb. That's not even nothing to even be talking about. Like, she just didn't understand, like, why are you holding on to this stuff? And the Winter said she didn't respond to anything, but Raina was saying that, but you kept them. Even though you didn't respond, you kept them. Arena said that that's dumb. Like, her child went to school to get an education, and I've heard, like I said in my last review, I've heard, I have family that went to a separate school, to be educated. They had to kind of live there or whatever, but it was an educational school, so that's not unheard of. It happens all the time with children that have disabilities, you know. So yeah, and then Winter is telling Urania to check her circle, and Urania was just like, my circle is good. It's just these people around Baltimore, around DC, they're always talking. You know, they always have something to say. And and then it gets to the point to where Winter says that, yeah, but you was trying to say that you was gonna, it's on site when you see me. She made it seem as if Arena was threatening her. And Arena was like, ain't nobody threatening you. I didn't say that I would fight you. I didn't say I was gonna beat you up. And Arena said, you're the one that told my husband that your wife is on mute. And Winter said, so yeah, just because I said that your wife is on mute, that causes you to say that you were going to beat me up, fight me in the streets. And Raina said, I didn't say I was going to fight you. So Winter pulls up her receipts, and the receipt says something to the effect of, yeah, I'll show you who's on mute. Once I see you out here in these streets, you'll see who really on mute, or something to that effect. And she said, there, girl, that ain't threatening you. They ain't said I want to fight you. I could have put you on mute in a conversation or something. And but I don't know. I mean, you could kind of take that either way. That could be perceived as, when I see you in the street, we gonna throw hands, or if I see you in the streets, we gonna have this conversation. I mean, you can, if someone is upset with you and they are, when anybody say when they see you in the street, it's almost like something gonna happen when we see you in the street. So I mean, I could see it could be taken either way. So I mean, it is what it is. But I guess in this case, Arena is talking semantics. So no, she did not say she was gonna fight you or beat you up in the street. But when she saw you, there was gonna be some type of conflict between the two of them, some type of conversation, some type of something when they saw each other. And right now she just get up. She said, you know what? Stop talking about my family. You know, stop talking about my husband. Winter saying, you stop talking about my family. Raina said, I don't talk about your family. I left it a long, long time ago. And she said, I'm out. I'm leaving. So she kind of pretty much just left Winter sitting there in the restaurant by herself. Mind you, when Raina was up talking, child, everybody in the restaurant looking like, ooh, child, what they got going on over there? It's getting a little loud, getting a little heated, you know. But anyway, Raina, she go ahead and she leaves. And Winter said, she said she didn't understand why Raina wanted to meet with her anyway, accepted the invitation to meet, being that she really didn't want to get anything resolved. Winter just felt like Raina just wanted to say, we ain't friends, and you go your way and I go mine. Nothing really, got resolved in this situation. And I mean, that's pretty much what it was, because Raina told her, we ain't friends. And of course, y'all really not gonna be friends now. You talking about this girl kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, that ain't cool. And even if you didn't believe it, if you know there was nothing factual behind the receipts, don't even bring it up, because you put this stuff, even though you didn't respond to that person, you got on national television and read out all of this stuff to everybody. So that's even worse than you even responding to that person. You you got on TV and talked about this girl family. So, and a lot of people don't know that people with disabilities, they go off to schools to get better education. It's just like when girls go to boarding school. It's almost the same thing. So ain't she didn't do anything wrong, you know? So anyway, I wouldn't be your friend anyway. And if I were to be your friend, it'll have to be in small doses. We'll be friendly and not friends, frenemies, and not you come over to my house and we eat cheese dip. It wouldn't be nothing like that. But anyway, so that's over with that conversation. So now we have the huge sit down with Ashley and her mom. And Ashley says that she hasn't been back to her family home ever since she was a kid. She said it's been about 20 years. And they go and they sit at the table. Child, they eating out of what's them things you buy at the store? Them fruit trays and a napkin. Child, they didn't have no type of plates and nothing. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. So they sit down, they talking. Ashley tells her mom about the book that she's writing. And she was saying, and the name of the book is called, what is it? Own Your Stuff, but it's a cuss word. So I think that's what it was. No, do your stuff. Yeah, that's what it was. But instead of stuff, it's the other word. Anyway, y'all know. So is it do that stuff? Do that stuff. Because I know they were saying when she came into the party. Anyway, child, y'all know what that book is. You got time to be trying to recite no book. But anyway, so she sat down and she's telling her mom about the book that she wrote. And she was telling her mom about different chapters of the book. And then she said it's a book. There's a chapter in the book called Owning Accountability and Having Accountability. And her mom is just like, well, and Ashley said, I believe that's the part of the chapter that you should read. Because really, Ashley wrote that part of the book specifically for her mom because of the way, her mom left when she was 16 years old. And her mom was saying, you know what I'm saying? I'm accountable for everything that I do. I own my, I own my accountability. And Ashley was just like, no, you don't, mama. Because when you left me when I was 16 years old to be with this man, yeah, you just left us. And the mom said that I just didn't leave you. And then the mom said she was a grown woman. And Ashley said, yeah, I may look like I was grown. I may have the body of a woman, but mentally I wasn't there. And you left me at a time in high school when I really needed my mom. And for the mother didn't really understand because she felt like she was paying the bills and she made sure that they was good while she was going to be with her man. And Ashley kind of made it seem as though her mama really wasn't paying no bills like that. So now I'm like, so mama, did you pay the bills or did you not pay the bills? You know what I'm saying? Because that was kind of confusing. Because even later on in the episode, I'll get there later. You know what I'm saying? She was talking to Alicia and was saying that they had to pretty much fend for themselves. But anyway, I'll get there later. So that's kind of, it made me confused because I was like, so did you pay the bills or did you not pay the bills? But I guess I guess Ashley really didn't want to, I don't think she wanted to just embarrass her mother. So I think she just kind of let her have it on certain things that she said. But she was really just trying to get her mother to realize that it was really, really hard for her. And her mother started crying and she was just like, I loved you. You know what I'm saying? They have these strong DC, Maryland, Baltimore accents. I mean, I loved you. It's very, very strong. And she was just like, and she said, even when I will always be there for you, because Ashley said that, she was put into a space to where she had to solely pretty much depend on herself. And it was hard for her to ask for help. That's why she had to kind of grow up and not being able to reach out to people if she needed something. She just had to figure it out on her own because of the way that her mom put her in that situation. And her mom was saying that, she loved her and she would always be there for her. She would always, she would just always have her back. She said, even though you have a husband, even though you have children, even if you have grandkids, she said she will always be there for her, regardless of the fact. But it's still in the same instance, nobody, nobody, I don't want to say nobody wants to see. The mother is really not trying to see Ashley's side, because the mother is stuck in a place to where she feels, or she doesn't want to accept that she really did leave her child to be with a man, and kind of find out the man ended up leaving her, because when Ashley had her son Antonio, Ashley's mother wanted to be a grandmother, and that guy couldn't accept her being a grandmother, because she said that that was not a side. Ashley said that was not a side that that man saw of her mother. I guess that man just wanted her to be with her, and her be with him and him only. Some men are like that. Some men are very, very territorial, to where it's just gonna be me. Forget your kids, forget your life. You're gonna have to solely be around me and me only. That's what it seemed like. And then he ended up leaving her. That's kind of, yeah, yeah. Anyway, but Ashley's mother said that Ashley was a bad girl. And Ashley looking at her mama like, what you mean, bad girl? You was a bad girl too. So they sitting over here telling each other they were bad, bad girls. I'm like, yeah, no. But I mean, I could see it though. I can see it. I mean, I can't see Ashley being a bad girl, but I can see Ashley telling her mom, like, you was a bad girl too, because at the end of the day, you left me when I was 16, 17 years old. I'm in high school. All these high school events, they come. And she just felt like she was by herself. And her mother said that she believed in her and she believed in her dreams. That's why she paid for her broadcasting schools and stuff like that. So this is a really, really hard conversation to have. And people have to be in the right space and the right time to have them. I don't think, I mean, but Ashley says she's had this conversation with her mom before, but nothing ever got resolved. So I'm just thinking in my head, if you had these conversations with your mom before and nothing ever got resolved, you will have this conversation with her on TV. It ain't nothing really never gonna get resolved now, because it's like everybody is looking like, you know what I'm saying? It's almost like her mom is it's embarrassing for the mom to hear that she wasn't the mom that she thought she was in her head, or the mom that she was telling her friends and her family that she was. You know, it's a hard situation, and at the end of the day, it's still an ongoing conversation because nothing got resolved. The mother sees it her way and Ashley sees it her way. So, yeah, nothing got resolved. And I don't know if they may need to go and sit down with the therapist as well, an outside party that doesn't know either of them, so they can get to the issues, because later on in this episode, we'll see why they will need to go and sit down and talk with somebody. All right. So now we have this whole scene with Joy and Clifton. Um, I mean, it's not pretty much too much to this scene here. Clifford, is it Clifford? Clifton? He is getting some products for his beard oil. The guy there, he seemed like he's very nice. He says he has stuff in his store from the 1920s. God, that's some fermented oil, ain't it? Anyways, but he had stuff in his shops from the 1920s, and one particular fragrance he had is called Black Woman. They both love that fragrance, so he ended up buying that fragrance for his beard oil. And apparently the beard oil is it's mainly for men, but women use it as well on their skin and their hair. So it's almost like a unisex. But the focus is on the beard. Yeah. So after they get a little time in the shop, they start talking about the wedding. And Joy says she really don't want a wedding. She wants to be married to him, but she really doesn't want a wedding. She said because they met on TV, they got engaged on TV. She said she just wants something for him, for her and him, for themselves, and Joy is like, what do you think, Clifton? Clifton said, he wants the wedding, and he wants to see her walk down the aisle in her dress. And Joy said she understands that. She said, but it's just, she like, man, forget them people. You know what I'm saying? They just want to sit up and eat for free, and they just want to have a big party. And that's what it is. And mostly, a lot of these times, the weddings are mainly for the people. I mean, but the bride and the groom, they're the ones that have to come out all the money, you know. But it's mainly for the people to really, ooh, that was a nice wedding, girl. Ooh, y'all did so good. Because I mean, at my wedding, we had it was pretty nice size wedding, you know. Um, Everybody said it was pretty much for the people. I bought the cake for the people, bought the food for the people. I had to feed everybody. You know, you get your little gifts or whatever, but shoot, that bill bigger than them gifts. Anyway, but at the end of the day, I guess they gonna try to figure something out to make both parties happy when it comes to this wedding. So yeah. All right, so back over at the Silva's house. DJ Quicksilver was talking to Alicia outside the car, and he's saying that he's doing a surprise birthday party for Ashley, and pretty much they just trying to tie up loose ends for the party. And DJ Quicksilver is just telling Alicia, you make sure that you and Ashley get there on time because y'all like to be fashionably late, and this is not the time. We need y'all to be there on time. So after they have that conversation, Alicia comes into the house, and her and Ashley, they have the whole conversation about the book. And she said she went and talked to her mom about the book. But at the end of the day, the mom is still not understanding where Ashley is coming from. And Alicia said she was there because they've been friends, 24 years. And Alicia said she was there. It was her, Alicia, a cousin, and brother, and all them. And they really had to get out there and pretty much fend for themselves. They had to buy food. They had to make sure things were paid, you know. They had to get to school on time. They were really adulting in high school. And that's why I begged the question, I asked the question, who is taking care of who? Because the mother made it seem as if she took care of the household. She just wasn't living there. And taking care of the household means all the bills are paid. They have food every day. They don't have to worry about clothes and shoes and all of that. But when you hear Alicia and Ashley talk, they make it seem like they had to buy their own clothes and their own shoes. And they had to pay the bills. They had to find ways to pay bills and get all these little different jobs. And they made it seem as if they were really taking care of themselves. So they said all of them was kind of living in that house. So I'm just like, yeah. And Alicia made a good point. She said her mom was really projecting on how she really wished that she would have taken care of them, but knowing that she really didn't. And Ashley, she says like, and she doesn't understand why her mom that says that bad girl, you a bad girl. And she said every time she says that, it hurts her feeling because Ashley knows what she's been through, and she was really wounded by her mom. And every time her mom says that she was a bad girl, it's almost like she's reopening that wound and picking at that wound. And yeah, I think this is a really, really deep conversation. They really, really need to see counseling because this back and forth, it doesn't help. You going in front of this audience, which is a TV audience, it doesn't help because then the judgment comes in. And I'm not here to judge nobody because, you know, everybody go through things, but people judge, you know what I'm saying? So I really kind of feel like they kind of should have tackled this issue. You know what I'm saying? Because this is a hard conversation when your mother thinking that she's being a good mother and come to find out she really wasn't. And then you done told everybody on the station that she wasn't. You know what I'm saying? And that is her daughter's truth. That's Ashley's truth. And then almost that's the mom's truth. So yeah, they need to really sit down and listen to each other. Because like the title said, parents just don't understand. Because at this point it seems like they really don't. But anyway, they end up toasting and having like these 24 years of friendship. And that was pretty much with that conversation there. So now you have Irena, and Big Jamie. And so Irena got a routine. You know what I'm saying? She get up, she go exercise, she eat her breakfast and all of that stuff. Oh, mind you, mama downstairs making breakfast, right? So Big Jamie, he just like, excuse me, he's retired. He retired, child, and he want to kick it. He want to have Taco Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? He get up, he exercising. So when he talking, he making it seem like this is what they do together. But when Arena talking, Arena saying he really interrupted my flow. I can't do what I want to do because he over here looking at me like, what we gonna do today? You know what I'm saying? And child, Jamie happy, but Arena over there looking like, can you find your own routine? You know what I'm saying? So after they talk about that, and then they begin, what they do after that? Yeah, oh, the mama downstairs like, hey, come on. Come down here and eat these eggs, child. This bacon is, it's getting cold. Because ain't nothing worse than some cold eggs. So while they up there trying to have a conversation, the mama, she yelling or whatever. And they talked about something else. I really just don't remember what it was. But anyway, they go downstairs and they're telling Jamie that he gonna have to start pulling his weight, because at the same time when he was working, the mom and Arena did everything. They cleaned up behind him. They folded his drawers. Child, they did everything. And really, only thing Jamie did was really came home and went to sleep. And they did everything. Now they telling Jamie he gonna have to carry his weight. You know what I'm saying? He gonna have to. And he talking about, well, what I need to do. And so Arena, she giving this whole list of everything she do. She talking about she be having meetings and she doing all this stuff. And he talking about, okay, well, I'll be your secretary. I'll be your assistant. How much it costs? And she said, I ain't paying you nothing. I pay you in other ways. He looking like, what's that? I said, when he said that, I said, this man is old. I mean, 55 is not old, but you can tell he like, what is that? Okay, well, I take it. But anyway, so they kind of talk about that a little bit. And then the mom is old school. She just saying like, let me see. Yeah, the mom is old school. She was just like, y'all go ahead and eat. And then she said the way that she was raised, she would eat last. She would make sure the family ate first and she would eat last. And I was like, dang, you still doing that? And Jamie said, Mom, it is 2020. Come on now. We is not doing that. I said, I know that's right. Y'all can all eat together now. It ain't the three of y'all in the house. Because I think Jason gone now. Is he gone? But anyway, so, girl, don't do that. So now it's the night of the party. Everybody is showing up. And the person that they're waiting on is Ashley. And they are waiting on Alicia. So while they're there at the party, everybody, they're taking shots and everybody having a good time. Hold on, did I pass it? Yeah, I must have moved it. I must have deleted that picture. I didn't mean I shouldn't have but deleted it. But I had a picture of went of the assistant. I think her name is Tiffany. I think it's Tiffany. She was talking to DJ Quicksilver and she was telling him that Alicia had a car accident and her car is totaled. And Tiffany, I think her name was Tiffany, she was crying and crying and crying or whatever. And she said she was sorry. She didn't mean to cry. The first thing they asked, is she okay? Yes, she's okay. So they were trying to call Alicia, but Alicia wasn't answering the phone. And I mean, I can look at it two ways. Alicia could have probably been upset. And then she know that the party is tonight and she knows her friends. Ashley and Alicia been friends forever. And she probably feel like if she don't answer the phone, then maybe at least Ashley and them can still have her party. But anyway, so DJ Quicksilver said, we're not going to tell Ashley right away. We're just going to let her enjoy herself, because DJ Quicksilver said when Ashley finds out that Alicia had this car wreck, she's going to want to shut the party down. And rightfully so, because if my sister, I don't have any sisters, but I have my sister-in-laws, but if I knew that they had a car wreck or something like, Chad, please, where you at? Don't none of this stuff matter. Where you at? Okay, I'll be there in a minute. And then you ain't answering your phone. I'll be so mad. Whoa! I'll be so mad if my Chad, you gonna answer this phone? Anyway, I think that'll make me worse. That'll make me upset worse knowing that you ain't answering the phone, then you got into a car wreck. Because I need to hear you. I done jumped all the way to the child to the end. But anyway, so yeah. But anyway, Ashley in her confessional, she was saying, yeah, it's the day of her party. And she said, ain't nobody answering the phone. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't none of her family asked her to go out for brunch, lunch, or nothing. She said it's either got to be two things. She got a sucky family or she having a surprise birthday party. Girl, you having a surprise birthday party. Surprise! And I think Ashley is really pretty. I think her hair is always pretty. I just think she is a very, very pretty girl. But anyway, so she said she wasn't surprised. And, you know, not Jamie, but DJ Quicksilver, he gets on her. He's dancing on her and all of this stuff. And one of the first things that Ashley asks is, where is Alicia? So everybody kind of looking around like, girl, you know, she, you know, don't really answer the question. And then they get to talking and laughing and having a good time. Oh, here it is right here. Yeah. So I skipped it. Well, I put the cart before the horse. But anyway, I talked about it. Here it is right here. At least going to the car accident and all that stuff. All right. So now they're sitting all down at the table and then they begin to have this whole conversation about everything that's going on. So the first things they talk about was Joy. Okay. How is Joy? You know what I'm saying? Where she's at and all of that stuff. So Joy, I guess apparently they went to Mexico or child, they went somewhere over out of the United States. You know, they are in the Americas. I just don't know what part of the Americas they in. So then they bring up the whole conversation. How was Joy? Joy kind of felt a certain way. Oh, first they start out with what's that man's name? Sharella. And is her name Sherelle or Sharella? Because when they have the spelling, it just looked like Sherelle to me. Sharella. Anyway, so when they were talking to Sherelle's husband, he was saying that he knows Joy because they were all in that group together. And he said that he said that Joy was was good friends with his ex, I think it was his ex-wife or ex-girlfriend at the time, ex-wife at the time. They were really, really good friends. And once they ended up breaking up or getting a divorce, whatever they did, he ended up dating Sherelle. And that's when Joy stopped communicating with them. Right? But Joy made it also seem as if he was making bad decisions for the group. That was what she said last week as to why she don't talk to them. And then Joy said that when I'm mad at one, I'm mad at all of them. So I ain't talking to none of them. So that was one of the reasons why she blocked both of them. Because she already said last week when she mad at one, she mad at all of them. So it don't even matter. They come together. And so they talk about that for a while. And then they bring up the comments that were made at Jason's birthday party about the whole event that she had to go speak at Steve Harvey's event. And she was saying that she said that Joy said that they were kind of coming at her when she had went over to Arena's house. When her and Arena had the whole conversation, Joy kind of felt like they were kind of, I guess, I'm not going to say attacking her, but they were just kind of coming at her and about the whole single mother comment and all that stuff. And so Ashley said that she thought they had got past it when they ended the conversation because she was just explaining like it's different being a single mother dating than being a single person dating, because as Ashley said and as I said in my review last week, you have to put the children first at all time. Well, I guess, child, your mama didn't put you. Ooh, you know what? I shouldn't have said that. But anyway, but you have to put the children first when it comes to dating and men and stuff like that, right? So they're going to have a whole conversation about that as well. So while they talking about that, somebody come over with some shots and all that stuff, right? So then when they start talking about that, Jamie brings up Lil Jamie. And they started talking about Lil Jamie. And Big Jamie was just like, he's spoiled, he's entitled, and he started saying that these kids, these parents, that these kids in the 90s, they just entitled and they spoiled because the parents in the 70s, get them all what they want and all this stuff, all that. And so Ashley was trying, and Jamie had extended like a thanks to DJ Quicksilver because Jamie said that he'd been telling little Jamie, the same thing that DJ Quicksilver said, but he accepted it better from him. And then, Quicksilver said, oh, it's just the messenger. It's just the message. And then sometimes it is. It be the same message, but because somebody else said it, people receive it better. I don't know why, but that's just what it is. And then he started to say, Ashley said that you have to be watchful what you say when it comes to Jamie because he's not all the way there mentally. And when you say trigger words like you, what was it like? Not, yeah, like you a bum, that's triggering for a person like him because they said that little Jamie has the potential to harm himself. And I said that on my first video. Like he seemed like he could really harm himself. And a lot of times they say he just doing, Big Jamie, he doing it for attention, But a lot of times you could say that they doing it for attention, but they'll end up proving you wrong. Like, yeah, you thought this was for attention. So I'm going to let you see that I'm really, really for real about what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? They are really try to prove you wrong and really try to hurt themselves. And Ashley said, her mother used to always say stuff like that to her, and it would trigger her to the point to where, she OD'd on pills. Not only one time, she did it twice. That's when I was like, girl, y'all really got to get some help. Like, y'all really need some help. I feel like this whole cast need to go to some type of therapy. You know what I'm saying? They all need therapists. They need to get somewhere and talk because it's too much tension, too many emotions. You know what I'm saying? And I could see like, and then the thing is, I say this every review. It's not mainly LJ's fault. BJ, you got to take responsibility too because you enabled that boy a lot. A lot of this is your fault. So you got to take accountability for that. You need to read that girl book. You know what I'm saying? The chapter that you want the mama to read, you need to read that too. But anyway, so they kind of get off on that. And at least Ashley is asking, like, where is Alicia? Where is Alicia? So they're talking about where is Alicia and Winter and Tiffany just like, she said, well, and Ashley's like, what you mean? What? So then this is when DJ Quicksilver take Ashley outside and tells her about the whole car wreck. She got hit twice when she was on her way to Ashley's house. Alicia got hit twice. And Alicia was just like, Ashley was just like, why you didn't tell me? Like, why you didn't tell me this? Like, how is it my best friend? And they got, boy, get out of here. Mama, did Papa bring back any fruit? You see, I'm trying to do a video. Could you get out? Child, these kids, they don't even know. See, this is what I'm saying. You just gonna walk into my room. You didn't even ask what I was doing. That's what I'm saying, y'all. These kids are entitled, ain't they? Oh, Jay, he can hear me talking. And he still, you know what? That's neither here nor there. Let me go ahead and wrap this up. He talking about some fruit. Did Papa bring some fruit? Anyway, so she just trying to say why you didn't. Ashley is telling her husband, why didn't you not tell me this? Like, why didn't you tell me this at first? And DJ Quicksilver said, because she's okay. She's okay. I knew if you would have heard about it, you would have, left. You would have left. And she was just like, Well, you the one running around here with these messed up friends. She starts to get upset, and rightfully so. And then she's trying to call her friend, and her friend not answering the phone. And that's what I was saying a little earlier. I'm like, you done had a car wreck. You know what I'm saying? Even though you're okay, you still have all this stuff going on in your mind, like your car totaled. You know what I'm saying? I done missed my friend's birthday party. I may be injured, but I ain't saying nothing. I'm just saying I'm okay, just to make sure the party going on. She said her friend probably could be thinking all this stuff, and then actually like this is my friend. I can't call and check on my friend. Then she'll be thinking I'm a bad friend because I ain't called check on my friend. And I'm telling y'all, child, I've been mad. And I'm calling you, you ain't answering this phone. The one thing my family know about me, if I'd have heard some news about them that don't hit me right, like if y'all had a car wreck or if y'all sick or anything, and if I'm calling y'all and y'all don't answer that phone, it's going to be a problem. Because you're going to answer that phone. Or I'm coming up to your house and they don't want to hear my voice. They don't want to hear my mouth because I be getting mad. My daddy talking about, yeah, I went to, man, how you going to go to the hospital and don't tell me? Child, I be mad when it come down to my family. Because that's just me. But I could feel it. Like, yeah, I check on my people. I be real mad. You ain't answering this phone. And you done had a whole car wreck and got hit twice. What type of mess is that? And I'm over here worried about you. Forget this party. I done turned my age. Shoot. Anyway, y'all, this Sheila Billy. Y'all like, comment, and subscribe. And y'all have a great day. Bye.